It's Danica Fife here, and welcome to my channel Fife and Flow. Today I'm going to be reviewing EXT's Coil shock, the Storia Lok V3. What initially got me interested in the Storia was the customization of the shock. I have been coil curious for some time now, and after reading some reviews, the Storia really seemed like a great option. When ordering this shock, I went through the USA EXT dealer suspension syndicate. I had to give them my weight, bike info, and if I wore flats or clips, along with some other information. They also send two spring rate options. They sent me a 325 and a 350. I've been able to get a lot of descending time on this shock with varied terrain. The climb switch is great on the Storia. Previously, I had a Fox X2 on my bike, and the lockout switch is firmer on the EXT. The Storia had minimal bobbing while standing up and cranking it, which I appreciate the efficiency on fire roads. The climbing felt nice, but this is not the main reason why you want great suspension, so let's just get into the good stuff. The aspect that surprised me the most was how soft bottoming out felt. EXT has this thing called HBC, which allows for a softer spring rate to increase traction and help avoid bottom out issues. On my X2, when I would blast through the travel, there was always a loud clank. With the Storia, it would always feel and sound a little more subtle. I like how supportive the shock feels. When I say supportive, I'm talking about how the bike reacts to my input, such as pumping or preloading. My husband and I both have Storias, and after his first ride, his main takeaway was how supportive it was. This made me a little nervous for having my shock feel too stiff to maintain that supportive feel. It was not a problem at all. It was plenty plush off the top and supportive. I also appreciate the high support in the corners. It holds up well and allows for some of the best traction I've felt on a bike. Coils are known to hug the ground, and the EXT Storia makes this obvious in rocky and rooty sections. The ability to maintain traction while braking over rough terrain is a huge benefit in my book. I was beyond elated at this fact, and this was my genuine reaction to my first time on the shock.
Oh my gosh, this shock is amazing!
The tune out of the box was pretty much dialed. The only thing I changed was I sped up the rebound by 2 clicks, and now I feel plenty playful. The shock starts to shine the faster and the rougher the trail gets. I'm stoked that the shock feels the same from the start of the trail to the end. No matter what temperature, what altitude, I know what to expect. Those were my thoughts on the EXT Storia. If you found this review helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell. Now I hope you go and find some flow.